Once Stephen Fry asked,
I'll say, bone cancer in children? What's that about? How dare you? How dare you create a world in which there is such misery that is not our fault? It's not right. It's utterly, utterly evil. Why should I respect a capricious, mean-minded, stupid God who creates a world which is so full of injustice and pain?
Come on, Stephen, have a little respect. Stephen, if only you could try to understand where Christians are coming from, only then you can truly engage in meaningful dialogue. Stephen Fry asked, why doesn't God just get rid of all the pain and suffering in the world once and for all? Many have asked this very question. It is true. There is so much evil and suffering in the world. But we must not forget the original suffering that Jesus went through. We can barely begin to comprehend the weight of all the world's evil, being directed at one person. But that's exactly what happened on the cross. Jesus absorbed the world's evil, and took it to the grave. But he didn't stay there. He rose again, defeating death, and giving us life. The answer, simply put, is that evil was defeated on that first Easter. And one day it will be removed altogether. But in the meantime, we must all make our choices carefully before God. This is an extraordinary description of the tenderness of God, and of his plans to right all the wrongs in this world. But this day hasn't yet arrived, so we must make the most of our time, while we still can. Unanswered questions, we all have them. Why did my parents get divorced? Why was I laid off from my job? Why does cancer exist? We can spend our whole lives searching for answers to those questions, but sometimes we'll never find them. The truth is, God doesn't always offer us answers. In this life, we might never really understand why some things have happened. But God always offers us himself. He longs for us to come to him, talk to him, to share the burden of our suffering with him. We must understand God's ways are not our ways. As Isaiah 55:8-9 says, my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways, my ways. Declare the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. Ultimately, we must trust that God knows what he's doing, even when we don't understand. So what was the point of calling God evil, capricious monsters, maniac? What would be the point to ruffle feathers to get a reaction to sell books? It's juvenile. Stephen, if you want to have an intelligent discussion about the existence of God, there is no need to be inflammatory or disrespectful. We can all disagree without being disagreeable. Let's try to remember that, shall we? Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell.